So there's a lot of misunderstanding about Christianity. And I almost rewrote this whole thing last night, but it actually ended up proving the point. I was at a candlelight vigil last night, and I wanted to throw up. I was so disturbed. My heart broke twice. My heart broke for the 14-year-old girl who threw herself in front of a train. And her family and her friends and those kids out there who are in a world of hurt. But my heart broke more when I heard someone stand up to give an answer or response to the problem, and their answer was twice the poison. This guy stood up and said, back up. The thing that really ticked me off was that he was doing this in the name of Christ. As an ambassador for the inverted administration, as an ambassador for the king, who comes in grace and says, put down your dangerous deeds and of trying to work your way to heaven. Put those down and fall at my feet. Instead of coming and saying the message of the king, he says, we need to try harder. If only we were just nicer, and if only we could try harder, then this wouldn't happen. Do you know what drives someone to want to do that to themselves? Throw themselves in front of a train? To check out on drugs or sex or alcohol? Do you know what drives them to that? Them trying to fill themselves. Them trying harder and harder to white-knuckle reality under their control to find their pleasure in their place. Do you know what religion is? I'm using religion in a derogatory fashion tonight. Religion is trying to save yourself. And you know what we do? We try harder and harder and harder and harder, and we tell people that's the way to Jesus Christ. When he says, drop it. Let it go. Let your knuckles relax. Open your hands. Because there's no way to the Father. You cannot do it. I was so frustrated last night. I was sick in my spirit. Try harder. Here are these 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds who are already trying to find their place and trying so hard. And someone says, you know what, you just need to try harder. Putting a millstone on their back and crushing them. When what needed to be said was, you know what? We don't understand all of evil. We don't understand all of death. But we know a God who did not exclude himself from that, who stepped in the fray and took the nails and died too. But he rose, and now death has lost its sting, and death cannot win. It's overcome. Jesus, that's what needed to be said, not try harder. We don't need to do what's already been done, people.